Okay, are we? Oh no, we're a bit early. No, we're nearly there.
Excuse me, Mayor Paula, is there a run sheet for this part of the meeting?
It is. Becca, are you there?
Yep, it's just been sent by Tyler.
Yeah.
Thank you. Received.
Thank you. Just waiting on a few more people.
Get this party started.
Let's get this part. No, we'll sing because we're live streaming, aren't we? And that would be terrible. They don't need to have the mayor singing. Okay, we got all the people that we think we may have for this meeting. Brilliant. You have to bear with me because I've got the run sheet, 3 different screens open. So that's how technologically advanced I am. All right. Welcome back, everyone. We'll formally open the meeting. We have apologies from Councillors Bunting and Councillors O'Leary. I'll move they be accepted. Seconded by Deputy Mayor Taylor. All in favour? Opposed? Carried. The confirmation of the agenda is as on the run sheet there, so I'll also move. Seconded by Deputy Mayor Taylor. All in favour? Okay. Right. So that brings us on to the confirmation as the agenda is. So Becca, run us through how we're going to do this. We're up to next. We're on the recommendations from Open Committee, aren't we?
Yep, so I just wanted to note, just in relation to the confirmation of the agenda, the late item that's been added, City Honours recommendations, and also the late items with respect to the Finance Committee recommendations.
Yeah.
So the first item on the list is the RMA delegations policy. So we'll start with that one.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to that.
Just with regard to the Finance Committee recommendation, I note that the second part of the, with regard to the Hamilton Gardens additional funding request was moved to the Finance public excluded and dealt with there. Does that wording need to be updated, Becca?
Yes, I've already passed that on to the team. So we will update that. That's incorrect. It should be public excluded. So there's one in the open and there's also one in the public excluded.
Thank you.
So we are on the recommendations from Open Committee, right?
We're on RMA
Yeah.
delegations policy.
RMA delegations. I don't have
item-
it on my diligent here.
So items 13, page 160. Paula, you may be in the public excluded agenda as opposed to the
I
open
am.
agenda.
Okay, give me one moment, sorry. Hang on, callers. Okay, page 160, you say?
Yep.
Thank you. All right. Is there any lead-in or discussion on this? Deborah, are you talking to it?
Sure. Yes, I am. Thank you, Your Worship. Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be brief. The purpose of this report is to seek approval from Council of the revised policy delegations to officers specific to the Resource Management Act. So many of Council's functions are delegated to the CE, who in turn delegates functions down the organization, and this is known as subdelegation. However, the RMA doesn't actually provide for subdelegation, and delegation to other officers must occur directly from Council. This revised policy does not delegate any additional RMA decision-making functions currently retained by elected members. It's simply an update of the existing delegations to make them fit for purpose based on the current organizational structure. Elected members attended a briefing on this matter presented by the PGU manager, Grant Kettle, and the city barrister, Lachlan Muldowney. Members strongly supported the revisions discussed at the briefing and considered that this was really an operational matter, but understood the requirements of the legislation. And I'm happy to take any questions, as is Lachlan Muldowney, the city barrister.
Okay, are there any questions on that? It's a fairly straightforward matter, really. Oh, hang on, I can't see any questions. I can't see the question. Let me just put the list. No, there are no questions. I'll be happy to move. Is there a seconder, please? Deputy Mayor Taylor, thank you. All in favour, please raise your hands. Is that a raising your hands? All in opposed? 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 Carried. Okay, thank you. That brings us on to, we're not doing the honours until the end, are we?
No, so we're on to the recommendations from open committee meetings.
Okay.
Just noting that the Strategic Risk and Assurance Committee recommendation has been deferred.
Okay, so I need to be back in the closed agenda anyway. Just give me one split second. There we go. Any questions or concerns? Or Councillor Bunting's not here, so deputy of that committee, Kesh, is she here, or is there anything that needs to be highlighted?
So we're still on the open. So we're still on the open recommendations, Mayor Paula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on 329 on the open agenda, starting with the Infrastructure Operations Committee meeting, re the commuter parking.
Right. Okay. What page? Sorry again.
Starting from 329.
Okay. Pretty difficult navigating all these multiple streams at once, but anyway, there we go. Who's talking to this one, if it needs it at all?
So I think Councillor O'Leary isn't here, so possibly Councillor Thompson might like to move that recommendation.
I'll move.
Thank you. Any questions? No. Councillor Thompson moves. I'll second. All in favour, please raise your hands. Opposed? Carried.
I'll move the Finance Committee recommendations under B.
Thank you. Moved by any, seconded by Maxine. Yeah. Any questions on those? No. It's been moved. It's been seconded. All in favour, raise your hands. Opposed? Carried. Recommendation from Environment Committee. So Sarah?
Yep.
Anything?
I'll move. Or
I'll move.
Martin, do you want to? Where is Martin? There. You want to move? I'll second.
Yep.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any questions, concerns? There being none. All in favour? Opposed? Carried. Recommendations from the Extraordinary Risk Oh, that's been the deferred item, isn't it?
Yeah,
Becca?
that's been
Thanks.
deferred.
Okay. So recommendation from the Finance Committee, Councillor Pascoe.
That's been done, Mayor Paula. So now we're at the resolution to exclude the public.
Brilliant. Let's exclude. I move that we exclude the public. All in favour? Opposed?